What's going on, Red Devils? Welcome back to Red Devils Report. We've got a big midfield update for you today, so let's get straight into it. Michael Carrick's side have made two midfield signings already this summer. Youri Tielemans arrived from Aston Villa after Fabrizio Romano gave his "here we go," and the Belgian underwent his medical at Carrington shortly after. That deal is done. No ambiguity there. He brings genuine Premier League experience and a proven range of passing that United have missed since the middle of the park lost some of its creative spark. Alongside him, Andrey Santos completed his move from Chelsea, closing out a deal that had been quietly progressing in the background for weeks. Santos is younger, more of a box-to-box option with real upside, and United clearly see him as a long-term piece rather than just an immediate fix. Those two arrivals were meant to be the foundation of Carrick's midfield rebuild for the new campaign, but United always wanted a third midfielder this summer, and that search is still very much alive. So let's talk about who's actually in the frame. With Champions League football returning to Old Trafford this season, Carrick simply cannot afford to go into a congested fixture list without proper depth in the deepest midfield role. Rotation isn't a luxury anymore, it's a necessity, and that's the lens through which you should view everything we're about to cover. Now on to the main event. Manu Kone from Roma is, according to Romano, the priority target for that third midfield spot. United have opened talks with Kone's entourage, trying to nail down personal terms before they even go to Roma with an official bid. That's a deliberate approach. Get the player side sorted first, then negotiate the fee. Sources suggest Roma are looking for somewhere in the region of 60 million euros, around 51 million pounds. Some of you will remember earlier reports suggesting personal terms had basically been agreed already and that United were preparing to fire in an opening offer. Romano's more recent update is slightly more cautious, saying talks with the entourage are ongoing, but Roma haven't been directly contacted yet. So don't get ahead of yourselves. This one is progressing, but it isn't over the line. Kone himself is a 25-year-old France international, physical, mobile, comfortable, both breaking up play and carrying it forward, exactly the profile Carrick has been targeting to sit alongside Tielemans and Santos. He's spent the last couple of seasons at Roma establishing himself as one of Serie A's more complete defensive midfielders, someone who can cover ground, win the ball back high up the pitch and still contribute progressive passes rather than just recycling possession sideways. If United do get this one done, it gives Carrick a genuine ball winner with enough legs to cover ground box to box. Roma have reportedly been cooperative in these discussions so far, which isn't always the case when Premier League clubs come calling for one of their better players. That could suggest they're open to cashing in if the fee is right. Timing matters here too. The longer United wait to formally approach Roma, the more risk there is of another club swooping in, especially with Kone's stock rising after a strong campaign in Serie A. Other Premier League sides have been credited with admiration for his profile in the past too, even if nothing concrete has come from those links so far. Now let's talk Carlos Baleba, because this story has more twists than a Manchester United transfer saga usually deserves. United wanted Baleba 12 months ago, back in summer 2025. Brighton wanted £100 million for him at the time, and INEOS weren't willing to go anywhere near that number, so the deal collapsed. Fast forward to now, and Baleba's stock has actually dropped after a difficult season at the Amex, one that was clearly affected by all the transfer speculation swirling around him. Our understanding is that he's now valued at closer to £70 million. And according to Romano, Baleba's own camp has been in contact with United this summer, checking whether there's still appetite for a move. Romano's exact words were that Baleba would be, quote, super keen on joining Manchester United. But, and this is important, Romano has also been clear that Baleba isn't currently a priority for United. It's being framed as secondary to the Kone pursuit, with the ball in United's court on whether they want to reopen talks with Brighton at all. So if you're a Baleba fan hoping for fireworks, manage your expectations. This one is dormant unless United make the first move. It's worth remembering just how highly United rated Baleba a year ago, genuinely excited about his combination of athleticism and ball-carrying ability. The kind of profile that doesn't come along often in the Premier League market. The fact that his value has dropped by roughly £30 million in 12 months tells you how quickly reputations can shift and how much a difficult season under the weight of speculation can affect a young player's output. Brighton, for their part, have shown they're not desperate sellers, so even at the reduced valuation, don't expect this to be a bargain swoop. That said, there's a version of this where Baleba ends up being the smarter business. If United can get him for anywhere close to 70 million with Champions League football to offer as a selling point, that's a very different proposition to the £100 million ask from last summer. Worth keeping an eye on whether Brighton's stance softens as we get deeper into August. There's also been noise around a couple of other names worth a quick mention, because no transfer window would be complete without half a dozen names getting thrown into the mix just to keep us all on our toes. Botafogo's Danilo has reportedly been offered to United, but Romano doesn't believe there's genuine interest there, so treat that one as effectively closed. Over in Madrid, there's chatter about Eduardo Camavinga, with reports suggesting Real Madrid would be willing to listen to offers in the £42 to £51 million range. Take that one with caution though, it's transfer paper talk rather than a confirmed Romano or Ornstein line. Sander Berge, Alex Scott, Tyler Adams and Aurelien Tchouameni have all been mentioned too, but none of those carry the same weight as the Kone and Baleba stories right now. Some of these names feel more like agents doing the rounds trying to generate interest than genuine United targets. If you see a name attached to United without a credible source behind it, take it with a healthy dose of scepticism until Romano or Ornstein weigh in properly. So here's the state of play. Kone is the priority. Personal terms discussions ongoing. Roma not yet formally approached. Valuation expected around £51 million. Baleba is alive but secondary, valued around 70 million. Waiting on United to decide whether to re-engage with Brighton. Everything else is background noise until something more concrete comes through. If United land Kone, that midfield three of Tielemans, Santos and Kone gives Carrick genuine balance. A deep-lying progressor, a young ball carrier and a physical presence to shield the back four. Whether Baleba factors in too probably depends on whether United decide they need squad depth there as well. Given the Champions League football coming their way this season demands rotation options that simply weren't needed before, right now United are relying on Tielemans and Santos as their senior specialist options in that deeper midfield role, with whoever else Carrick trusts to fill in from further forward when injuries inevitably strike across a long season that now includes Thursday and Tuesday Champions League nights on top of the usual Premier League and Cup commitments. That's not sustainable across 38 league games plus a European campaign. So getting Kone or Baleba or anyone of genuine Premier League quality through the door before deadline day isn't just a nice to have, it's close to essential. There's also a broader point about squad building philosophy here. INEOS have talked repeatedly about wanting value in the market rather than simply outspending everyone else, and both the Kone situation with its personal terms first approach and the reduced Baleba valuation compared to last summer fit that pattern. Whether that patience pays off in getting genuinely undervalued talent through the door, or whether it costs United a target to a rival willing to move faster, it's going to be one of the storylines to watch as we head deeper into August. Let us know down in the comments. Are you Team Kone, Team Baleba, or do you think United should be looking elsewhere entirely for that third midfielder? Drop your predictions below. We always read every single one. That's everything we've got on the midfield situation for now, but expect this to move fast, so make sure you're subscribed and you've got that notification bell on so you don't miss any news.